So it seems like you're still dealing with people telling you, don't speak on our culture. You're not a part of the culture. You're just a Karen. On Threads, you said, do you know how many kids on TikTok like to tell me that I'm not a part of the culture? I was a part of the culture before they were even born. BLM
Yep.
really did a number on the racial mentality of the youth of America. On the regular, I would drop in on Arsonist, Heatmaker Studio in Times Square. Fred the Godson was always there, and Jim Jones would drop by often. Jim always fell asleep in the studio, and I didn't like his vibe. LOL. I would just be chilling, giving my little musical advice. Can you elaborate on what you mean by BLM doing a number on the youth?
Yeah, the psychological operation of, you know, now obviously there has been, a racial thing that has gone on. You know what I mean? But there has been a lot more that has happened thousands of years before these little 500 years that we've been in. You know what I mean? And we have to realize that there was a psychological operation that was taking place even before then. So we're all here now. And before Black Lives Matter, Black kids weren't telling me, oh, you can't be in hip hop because you're not Black, until Black Lives Matter.
Mm. Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you come out speaking against lyrics that are talking about murdering Black people, and young Black kids on TikTok are telling you you're racist. You know?
It's interesting because it's like I have noticed that there's been more of a shift in hip hop. Now, I mean, obviously hip hop has always been predominantly blacks and Latinos, right? But I feel like over the years, it's been more preached. Like if you're not of that descent, then you're a guest in the culture, right? And what you think, what you have to say, it doesn't matter as much. But
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, we've always had this idea that hip hop is all inclusive, everybody's welcome, but then it's like certain categories they place you in. And I feel like it's
Yeah.
grown even worse over the years.
Yeah. And I mean, the thing about it is that like these kids don't even know like the history of it. You know what I mean? And who the CIA targeted together. That they saw unity happening, And so it's like they decided they wanted to use it for racial programming to divide.
I see that some of the same people are constantly attacking you on threads and everything like that, right? You don't block these people, like you just allow them to constantly weigh in and follow you and talk about you.
You know why? Because I love them. I love them. I wouldn't be me without them, and they wouldn't be me without, vice versa.
Mm.
Like I need them. You need the haters.
Right. Yeah. If you got haters, you're doing something right. Right. So why didn't you like Jim Jones' vibe?
He came off like a pussy ass, bitch ass little motherfucker to me. Like some dude who would open up his portal hole to get fame.
Really? Like what about it was that he gave that vibe to you?
His energy. Nobody has to necessarily do anything. All they have to do is walk.
Mm.
And I can tell who you are.
And then it's crazy that you knew Fred the Godson too, right? Rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
What was Fred like?
Fred was chill, man. You could tell Fred was a good dude. Fred was about, he loved his, like, I didn't know his girl or whatever, but, he was just in the studio at times. But you could tell he was a respectful dude and that he wasn't about no fuck shit business.
All right. Well, Tina, I just want to thank you again for your time today. Always a pleasure to sit and talk with you. Do you have anything that you want to say to the fans before we go ahead and wrap it up? Any projects that you're working on?
Yeah, get ready for more music on the way. Like I felt that release. I will be doing shows at some point, and we're all one. That's the message. One, unity, peace, love. It's all coming down, and extend forgiveness, mercy, and grace to those who need it. That's it.
Thank you so much, Tina.